Hi, I'm Charlie with El Moro Spirits and Tavern.
And I'm Ty with El Moro Spirits and Tavern.
The dish that we've chosen to highlight today is our Tennessee hot chicken. This is a boneless half chicken breast that's been buttermilk battered and then deep fried. The sauce on it is a really traditional Nashville gig. It's an oil that's been filled with really a lot of cayenne pepper, very little other spices, some paprika. It's super, super hot. We wanted to do a riff on greens, so we chose to do more of a pan saute. So this is kale, arugula, baby red chard. It's just a quick saute finished with a little bit of sherry vinegar to kind of sweeten it up and brighten it up a little bit. We've got a roasted corn puree, so it's roasted corn, a lot of cream, a little bit of chicken stock. We run it through a blender. It's very smooth, kind of takes the place of your typical corn that you might see on a fried chicken dish. And then we've got cheddar biscuits, little baby cheddar biscuits. So this is our house biscuit. We've got a little bit of cheddar cheese and some spices too. We bake them off to order, and that's the whole dish.
Well, Charlie, today we're going to pair this spicy dish with Cumbre Elevated IPA, hailing from the 505 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. This is a multiple GABF medal winner, gold in 2011, bronze in 2012. As I said, it's an American-style IPA, a bitter beast, really. A couple of different things that are going to help us pair with this. We've got a lot of hop flavors, these citrusy, spicy notes that are going to go well with this chicken. They will enhance this heat quite a bit. We've also got a little bit of alcohol content. 7.5%, 7.2% rather. This will help as a solvent for some of the capsaicin that we're eating, and will also heighten this heat quite a bit. And then also this bitterness will help initially heighten the heat, and then it will help take the heat off quickly so we can enjoy this dish.
Yep, this is kind of what we thought it was going to do. So usually when we do beer and food pairings, or even wine and food pairings, we try to find things that are somewhat different from each other. In this case, when we first started talking about doing the hot chicken, we started talking about doing an IPA because we know that hot food and IPAs have a tendency to sort of elevate that heat. It really, really brings out the heat, but it does cool itself off pretty quick. So it's like this really fast burn.
Right.
But then it's all cool on the backside. You get some nice hop presence, from the beer, which is great. The chicken itself is really very, very hot. This is a double dip. When you come in and you want to try it, ask us how many times you want us to dip it. We'll do it for you. There's no problem with that at all. So some of these complementary flavors that are in here, we decided that we wanted to put a little bit of sherry vinegar into the braising greens. The sherry vinegar has a little bit of tartness to it. It also has a little bit of sweetness. The corn puree is sweet. That helps offset, some of this heat. This dish really only has two great big elements, and it's sweet and hot. And I think it pairs really, really well with big IPA, like anything out of Woodfield Brothers.
Absolutely, absolutely. We were torn between the Project Dang or this Elevated. The Elevated uses a much more standard hop profile.
I agree. There's a little bit more balance sometimes in what happens with the Dank.
Yeah. And the Dank is it's experimental hops. We wanted to provide something that you can get anytime at El Moro, with this spicy dish. I'm tasting a lot of fruity flavors. Most of the heat though is just in my mouth. I'm not really getting any heartburn back, so that's nice. And like we talked about earlier, it's dying off pretty quick.
Yeah, and again, this sauce is really different than what you'd expect from a hot chicken dish. Usually when people think about hot sauces, they think about vinegar-based sauces that have a tremendous amount of acidity to them. That's where you tend to get that heartburn. This is all just right in your face. And once you've cleared it out, with the IPA, you get that quick initial burn and then it's gone. And I think it's really, really a nice pairing.
Thanks for joining us today with this pairing exercise. Until next time, I'm Ty.
And for the last time, I'm Charley Curtis. Come look me up in Seattle if you guys are ever up there. Thanks, El Moro.